Hey guys, Riley Spanish here. In this video, I have a tin just packed full of cards that I bought from a seller on Facebook Marketplace. They had it listed for a long time. I offered them a lot less than what they listed it for, and then they went on and lowered the price today, and so I messaged them again, and we actually worked something out. I just took a peek to make sure it's a gamble no matter what, but I just took a peek to make sure that I was dealing with cards I'd actually be interested in, and what I saw with one little stack was vintage and a lot of like Sun and Moon XY era, which I do enjoy. So these couple loose ones on the top, and then I'll go through and kind of do a blind look at everything. Got this Poi Pole. Don't know why it's in a sleeve, it's just a rare non-holo. Same with this Buzzwole, but this Celestial Storm pre-release promo of Celesteela. Very cool. Ho-Oh EX, I believe this is Burning Shadows. And I'm sure there's going to be a fake card or two in here, there almost always is, but this one is legit. It's not in the best condition, it's definitely got a scrape across the back, but I expect a tin full of cards to have some messed up ones. A holo Keldeo, Japanese vintage Hoppip from Neo, some Sun and Moon XY era bulk, Quagsire from Neo, first edition Unknown from Neo Discovery, first edition Porygon from Team Rocket, Poliwag from Neo Discovery, first edition Spinarak. There's a reverse holo Nidorino from XY Evolutions. Japanese Southern Islands Tentacruel. Southern Islands is one of the coolest sets in the world, in my opinion. Oshawott reverse. Electrode from base set. Very cool. I do love this Pikachu's artwork. Not really worth anything, but cool. These are Shining Legends Pikachus. And another vintage Japanese card. And I'm going to try to do piles of like holos, ultra rares, stuff like that. I'll just do like holos and ultra rares in one pile, and then reverses, whatever, everything else will just go with the bulk, and I'll sift through it after I record. But I am going to set aside the vintage, because that's what I care most about in here, pretty much. Million Beldums. Lycanroc, my favorite artist, Yuka Mori. Ooh, an Aquapolis Doduo, very nice. Base set Drowsy. There's XY Evolutions mixed in. Base set Kakuna, 3 of those. Neo Destiny Jigglypuff by my favorite artist, Yuka Mori. Excellent. Some of those, like some of the Neo sets, and especially like the e-readers like Aquapolis, are, you know, some of them are worth a couple bucks a piece. Jungle Golding, there we go, another Aquapolis, Gloom this time. And I love vintage. It is my favorite thing to collect personally. There's a Feraligatr. It's a cool card. I don't know what set that is. 2017, so I guess early Sun and Moon. We got Flaffy from, is that Neo Revelation? Frogadier, Farfetch'd from base set. Romantis, Fennekin, a bunch of those. These ones are a little rough on the top. Fletchling. It seems like a lot of them are kind of in stacks of like what the Pokemon is. Ninjask. Ooh, an Aquapolis Ninetales. That is a great one. Base set 2 Nidoran. It's like Ivysaur from, what set would that be? Is that Shining Legends? 73 total cards in the set. I think it is. Incineroar. Ooh, Lotad from Sandstorm. I'm going to set the EX era stuff in its own separate pile, because I do like to separate that Larvitar from Neo Discovery. Usually I sift through the cards first and then show the good stuff, but I think just the nature of this one, with me kind of going in blind for the purchase, makes it a little more fun to just show everything as I go through it. Corsola, also by that artist that I love so much, from Neo Discovery. Are these alphabetical? We got Hoot Hoot, Horsey, Houndor, Jigglypuffs, more Jinx. There's another Aquapolis, Hoppip. It's another one by that artist I like. There's an XY, another one of those Hoppips. Houndor from Neo Discovery. Jungle Nidorino, or Nidorino behind it. Ooh, English Southern Islands Onyx. Love Southern Islands. XY Onyx. There's a base set Onyx. Machoke. I see more e-reader here. Aquapolis Mankey. There is a, I believe, Ruby Sapphire Marshtomp. I don't have all the set symbols memorized, but I'm pretty sure that's Ruby Sapphire. Ooh, and then older, like XY Black and White era trainer cards. Some of them are worth a bit. Great Ball is not one of those cards, but some of them you'd be surprised. They're worth a couple bucks. There's a Golurk, Granbull, Gumshoe, Gliscor, Goldeen from Jungle, Gloom, Gligar from Neo Destiny, Geodude from Fossil, Grimer from Fossil. Back to some more modern stuff. Oh, it's a cool looking Cresselia. Meowth from Team Rocket. A very haggard Manectric. I think that's Roaring Skies. Choke, Marowak. Machoke from Expedition. Machamp from Expedition. Excellent. Vintage Rares. Couple of Mantine. I don't expect this to have like vintage hollows necessarily, but I'll be happy with whatever has. Dark Quilava, that's a very nice one to hit. Charmander from Rocket, Dark Golduck, Dark Raticate, Dark Gloom, Lieutenant Surge's Spearow, Zapdos from Fossil, Misty's Poliwhirl, Erica's Jigglypuff, Brock's Rhyhorn, the Suicune from Aquapolis, that is gorgeous. Light Vaporeon, that is a pricey one. The Yukamori Claymation Squirtle from Expedition, and I know I don't have that card. Ammonite from Fossil. There's a holo, Kling Clang. Put that with the holos. Ooh, a Build-A-Bear Workshop promo Snubble. Love to see that. Suicune from Neo, Tyrogue. Handful of unknown, it looks like. Couple first editions. Dark Fortress, Sabrina's Drowsy, Dark Executor, a Holo Hariyama from I think Ruby Sapphire, first edition Fortress from Neo Discovery, Lieutenant Surge's Voltorb, Rattata, Ralts, Haunt or Slowbro, Chimchar. There's a Jungle Paris. Yeah, Oh, I forgot to mention, I paid $75 for this. I've already got my money back easily, with all the Neo and the Aquapolis. Piloswine from Neo. This was more to see if I can fill in any vintage slots in my binders, because you don't come by like just stacks of vintage that often. Obviously this is a mixed lot with a lot of modern, but so a couple of XY Poliwags, Poochyena, Ruby Sapphire, Jangmo-o, Jigglypuff, different Jigglypuff, Mudbray, XY Metapods, Magnemite, some Meowth cards, another Rocket Charmander. Ooh, the Celebi from Neo, is that Neo Revelation? Abra, Charmander. There's an XY Charmander. XY Evolution cards are really not worth anything. Some of the, like the ultra rares are. Ooh, an Umbreon. Oh wait, no, that's not Umbreon. I swear I saw an Umbreon in here somewhere. Or was it? Maybe it was a trick of the eyes. I thought I saw like an Umbreon Ultra Rare or something when the card stacks fell. Whatever. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. Kingdra EX. Execute, Electivire. Execute from Aquapolis. Excellent. Gothitas. Gibble, Geodude, Gothita, Glameow, Gulpin, Glameow. Grovyle, Grubbin, Gulpin, Golurk, Fletchling, Fungus, Floatzuls, Light Sunflora, Light Piloswine, Nidoran, Ponyta, Voltorb, a lot of vintage here, Venonat, Ponyta, Venipede, Slowpoke, Probopass, Primarina, a couple of those, Porygon, Pidove, Evolutions, Porygon, Evolutions. Ooh, a Shadowless Poliwag. That is nice. Probably not really worth a ton, but Shadowless is worth more than the normal unlimited base. Some trainers, Copycat, Looker, Nest Ball, Mixed Herbs, another Poipole, I saw one of those at the beginning. Ultra Ball, Doduo from Aquapolis, excellent. There's a Reverse Torkoal, Timer Ball, Aqua Patch, Level Ball. I know that Level Ball's one that I've set aside from lots like this before. I couldn't say exactly what it's worth. Maybe $1, but it's still a cool one. Yeah, like these all start with C. Cyndaquil, Caterpie. Nice. Some Chinchou, Chikorita, Doduo from base 2. Duskull, Duosion, Pachirisu, Petrat, Execute. So I think these probably were alphabetized at one time and got mixed up. There's a Darkrai Prism Star, a Metagross GX, Magnemite, Nidorina from Jungle, Manaphy, Minun, Golem from Fossil. Couple of Metagross, a Moltres. What is that from? I think that's like maybe Ancient Origins. No, that's, what year is that? 2016. Maybe it is Ancient Origins or Primal Clash, one of those. I'm not sure. Handful of Energies. That's a vintage energy, but it's pretty beat up, and it is not the Shadowless version, so it's not really worth mentioning, to be honest. Staryu, there's a Delta Species, Mareep. I do enjoy that era quite a bit. Some Mareeps from Neo Discovery, Base 2 Magmar, Base Magmar, Team Rocket Machop, Makuhita, Marowak from Jungle. So another vintage energy, base set 2, pretty beat up once again. Moral. Honestly, the stuff that isn't worth keeping, I will probably just like donate or something like that, but there's so much good stuff in here so far already, and this handful is like the end of the first half. Dusclops, there's Porygon from Aquapolis. Love to see that. There's a base set Pikachu, not in great condition, but always happy to see the base set Pikachu. Morello, Pidgeot from Jungle, Butterfree from Southern Islands, Paris from base set 2, Morello, Esper, or Electrike. There's Ekans from Fossil, Reverse Hollow Electrike from Ruby Sapphire. Not in great condition, but I love the reverses from this era. There is some XY Evolutions Electabuzz. Exeggutor from base 2. Couple more Electabuzz. Electrode from XY Evolutions. Drifloon, Doduos. Those are the new print of those. Dupiter, Dino. Ooh, the Dratini from Neo Destiny. That's a nice one. Diglett from Rocket, Delcatty from Ruby Sapphire, Dewpider, Doduo, Dustox, Diglett. These are new. This is fake, 100%. Everything else has been real so far, but you know what, that's fine. I'll take a fake card. I wish that was real. That would be a cool card, but that is 100% fake. Dugong, Dusclops and Dusclops, and a couple more sleeved ones. The Camerupt EX, Marshadow GX. None of the sleeved cards have been anything too crazy, just like kind of bulk EX, GX stuff. Spoink, Seedot, Shuckle. I'm going to turn these over. Staryu, Swinub, Stuffle, Trubbish, Linoon, Vigoroth, Pelipper. Those are all from the EX era, and then Rapidash from Aquapolis. That is very cool. Clefable from base 2, or from Jungle, Butterfree from Jungle, Weepinbell Jungle, Butterfree, Lapras from Southern Islands. Love Southern Islands, and those are all worth, you know, around $10 a piece. Most of the Southern Islands cards, the holos are even more. Some Neo, we got Quagsire, Xatu, Larvitar, Venipede, some Geodudes, Rattata, Mr. Mime from base 2. A lot of vintage rare non-holos. Alolan Vulpix, that is a precious artwork. Love that. More Alolan Vulpix. Hey, there's a Pineco. That one was kind of stuck to the inside here, and a Phantump. Alright, into the second stack. I think I see another one of those fake cards here. Yeah. This Virizion. Look at the color of the back. It's ridiculous. Can't buy a lot without at least a few of those being in there, though. Shroomish. Back to some Neo. Some Fossil. Love to see it. Shadowless Starmie. Seal. Slowbro. Seadra. Spoink, Salandit, Snivy, Shelmet, Snivy, Shroomish, Snivy, Sandshrew, Salandit, Scraggy, Starly, Sneasel, Spiritomb. Nothing vintage right here. XY Evolutions, Vulpixes, Voltorb. There's a Aquapolis Voltorb, happy about that, and a base 2. That is a XY Arcanine, Apom. I love these Steam Siege, like half and half cards, those are cool. Skitty and Slackoth and different Skitty from that Ruby Sapphire era. Some Snubbles. Sliggoo, Spupa. Alright. I'm definitely happy I picked this up. It was certainly worth my time. And I was already nearby where this person was located, so I didn't have to go far out of my way to get it. Victory Bell, Vanillix, Vileplume. There's the rare non-holo Vileplume from Jungle. Unpheasant, some unknowns. This one is from Neo, that's modern-ish. This is vintage. Servine, Stuffle, Skiddo, Skitty. Sandshrew. There's that Vulpix art again, love that. Some more vintage unknowns. Oh, and a foreign one, Zarby. The rest of them have been English. Tauros from Jungle. I don't love finding foreign cards in lots that are like not Japanese or English. Usually it's like Spanish, Italian, or German. They're not really worth anything. Staryu, a very beat up Staryu. Vintage Bellsprout. Pika, Ponyta, Zorua. Zubat from Fossil. Zigzagoon from Ruby Sapphire. Some more Zubats, some Neo, and some Fossil. Yanma, Yamask. Yungoos Wartortle from Southern Islands, that is a great one. Wailmer, Voltorb, there's a vintage Vulpix. Non-vintage Vulpix. Talo, Tentacool, Torracat, Totodile from Neo. Togedemaru, Turtwig, Turtonator. Jungle Cubone. Base set 2 Cubone. Chinchou from Neo. Larvesta, Ladybug. Larvitar, Litten, Litwick, Litleo. There's the Ho-Oh. This is not the, so this is a reprint card. I think this is Unbroken Bonds, I believe. And it was a reprint. It's still a cool card. I'm going to set it up there, but not the vintage version from Neo. But I did get plenty of good vintage rares and stuff so far, so not complaining that that wasn't the vintage one. Combee, there's some XY Caterpies. It's a cool Charmeleon. I think that's Sun and Moon base. What is that? No, I'm not sure what set that is. Charmander. Croconaw from Neo. There's a fake card. And it's backwards. Groudon EX. These don't even try to look real. These are some of the most ridiculous fake ones I've seen. Build-A-Bear Workshop Bulbasaur, though. That is a very real card and a very cool one. Bagon, Beware, Braviary, Blaziken from Ruby Sapphire. That is cool. Beheeyem, Bulbasaur, Bergmite, Buizel, base set 2 Bulbasaur. Some Bellsprouts, Bounsweet, Arcanine from base set, Reverse Hollow Nosepass. Alright, next little pile here, Ponyta, Pikachu, Pancham, a Plasma Amoonguss, Apom, Arcanine, some facing the other way, Larvesta, Hariyama from Ruby Sapphire, Marini, Chansey from Aquapolis, happy to see that, Cacturn, these are all over the place, Fossil Kingler, Dartrix, Diggersby, Dugong, Druddigon, Larvesta, Lapras, it's a cool one with like the swimmer up above, Linoon, Lairon, Kabutops, Kangaskhan, XY Kakuna, there's a Neo and a Fossil Krabby. Always got to check your Krabbies for the slash error. There's a little slash, or basically a missing chunk of the Fossil Claw logo. And Kadabra from base set. Always check the Krabbies. It's a kind of rare error, but they are sought after and worth a little bit of money. Snorlax, Scraggy, Sableye, Staraptor, Skuntank. There's a Suicune from, I think that's one of the Plasma sets. Base set Squirtle. Oops. Slowpoke, that looks vintage. Sandshrew from base. Neo Sunkern, that one's got a little scratch on the face of it. Staryu from Neo. Snover, Aerodactyl, rare non-hollow from Fossil, love that. Togekiss, Turtonator, Trevenant, Totodile, vintage Totodiles. Trico, Trapinch, Swalot, Seedot, Swalot, Swablu, Some backwards ones, Murkrow and Metapod. Alright, nothing else there. It's the Ruby Sapphire Trico, Talo, Torchic, another Torchic. Excellent. Some Tynamos, Togepi, Tapu Lele, Tangrowth, Scatterbug, Steelix from Aquapolis. There's obviously a holo version of this that's worth way more, but that is a sick one to hit. Love that artwork on that Steelix. Snorlax from Jungle. Some Reggies. Dark Jolteon, beautiful. Ribombis, bunch of those. Ralts, Rufflet, Rattata from XY. It looks like I am down to the last little pile here. Unfortunately, I would love to keep sifting through cards all night because it's my favorite part of the process. I did see an Umbreon. It was right on the front. Umbreon GX. I knew I wasn't tripping about that. Alright. Not anything too special. That's just like the promo version. Probably like a $5 card. Still cool though. There's Rhydon from Jungle. A old-back Japanese card. Is Unknown F. Omastar from Neo Discovery. Oddish. Hoping for some last stack magic, right? Pika, Pukamuku. It's a vintage Sentret. Primarina, Pyroar, Panpour, Poplio, Shadowless Pidgey. I'll take a Shadowless at the end here. Psyduck, Parasect, Pidgeotto, 2 Pidgeottos, one from base set 2, and a Paras at the end. But that is a good haul. Only 3 fake cards that I noticed, and a whole lot of vintage. Like, this whole stack here is all Wizards of the Coast, and it's not like, it's not just beat up base set cards, fossil cards, jungle cards. There's a good mix in here of rares and e-readers and all the stuff you want to see for non-holo vintage. So I'm very excited to get some of that put away in binders and sell the rest or trade it all on my TCG player account or in person. And then a handful of like Ruby Sapphire and Sandstorm cards. Couple reverses. I think there was like 2 or 3. Not in very good shape at all, but still happy with all of these cards. I think I actually did pretty well. It was definitely a gamble going into it, but I would say it paid off, and I will take the time to go through like the trainers and the rares. I love these Build-A-Bear cards that were in there. You know, a couple random EX, GX. That Darkrai Prism is cool. But nothing, no individual thing that was like an insane card to get, but overall, definitely happy with this purchase. Thank you for watching, and please consider subscribing.